All right. Chuck, you probably remember this one, having already gone to the BZA. I attached the minutes. Looks like it was just back here in August, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, just looking at it.
And the Butlers gave me an updated site plan. The one I attached showed a 24-foot setback from Sunny Lane. And they gave me an updated one, which now shows it at 26. And said that was discussed at the BZA, which that's fine with me. That's great. But we're still showing a 0 on the side yard, right? And that was what the variance was granted for.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Does it look like any changes have been made since that BZA hearing? And it's been approved by them. We're just taking a second look at it. So I'm just going to run through our checklist pretty quickly here. So the new buildings indicated on the plan as well as existing. We've got the garage and house and all the impervious surface indicated on there. The new buildings with diagonal lines, that's a check mark. All lot line setbacks and streets are shown, check mark. Principal building height is not being affected here. The accessory building height, I did not see that marked. Do you know the actual height of the building, or you haven't selected it yet?
Yeah, we haven't picked out a building. I'm guessing it's not going to be over like 11.
It's like we've got Barry coming in.
Yeah, because we wanted to make you guys first.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Jonathan.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I'm in South Bend.
Thanks for getting on here. I don't think this one will take too long, but and you've already seen it too on the BZA. And right. I don't think there are any changes, but we're just going through the checklist here. I was on accessory building heights do not exceed 16 feet, and they were just saying they haven't actually purchased it yet. This will be a pre-built one that they're going to purchase just and have it delivered on site. So as long as that is under 16 feet, no issues. Just make sure that when you purchase one. So we'll move forward with that. Front yard accessory structures do not exceed 30 inches in height or 250 square feet for the L1 district. This is not in your lakeside front yard. It is on the street side, which on the lake we consider rear yard, so that one doesn't apply here. Minimum square footage requirements met. Yes. Required parking spaces are not being affected here. Because of the size, I'm going to say we don't need a stormwater drainage plan or reviewed by the county. Is that correct, Chuck?
That is correct.
Again, lot size not being changed or affected here. Structures and parking are at proper setbacks from residential districts. And that is what the variance is for, from 10 feet for the side yard setback down to 0 feet. And that was approved in August at the BZA. So we'll move on past that one. Property line abutting residential areas is screened. Not a factor here. That's for commercial or industrial. Supplementary regulations. Impervious surface is shown on the site plan. It's calculated at 43.92%, so still under the 50% maximum. And again, the shed size is 10 by 14. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Any other supplementary regulations any of the board members noticed, had questions about or concerns about?
What's the address on this one? Okay.
It's 18943 Sunny Lane.
Oh, okay. Because I know I got a copy of minutes, and I know they were only 24 feet off the street, which they required at 25 feet.
Yeah, right.
They've increased that to 26.
Sorry, Barry. Right before we started, they handed me an updated site plan that they said was discussed at BZA, and it does show 26 feet as the street setback.
Okay.
So that was right
because it was at 24. So yeah.
Yep. It's 26.
Okay. And that's good.
Any other questions on any of the supplementary regulations?
There was still, I guess you guys discussed it, but as far as the amendment on it, that if they ever did a new sewer or whatever, then it would be moved.
Yeah, I saw that in the BZA minutes, right?
Yes.
Right.
It says that as a condition of the approval at the BZA, if a public sewer, if you're ever attached to public sewer, that you'd be willing to move that to an appropriate setback. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, Barry?
Yep. That's
Do
it.
you wanna- I mean, I suppose we could also just kind of reinforce that and make that a condition of our approval here as well. Do you think that'd be appropriate?
I think it would, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fine. Going through the rest of the list here, I mentioned impervious surface, it's 3,953 square feet, a total lot size of 9,000 at 43.92%. And again, doesn't sound like there's going to be any actual construction there. They're just bringing in a pre-built, so I don't think we need any erosion control plan there. No landscaping requirements, and no sidewalk requirements. So that's really the bulk of our checklist. So again, I'll go back to the three of you. Does anyone have any questions about the site plan? Any concerns?
Not me.
Not,
Chuck, did you have
We
any?
talked about it in the BZA meeting, the overall height,
Yeah,
so,
so they're going to pick something out 16 feet or smaller.
right.
Yep. So I guess at this point, if there's no further questions, I would entertain a motion to approve the site plan as presented with two addendums. The first one being that the building picked out is under 16 feet in height. And the second one being that the note that they've agreed if a public sewer connection is made there on site, that they'd be willing to move the building to a more appropriate setback.
So moved.
And I have a motion from Bob. Do we have
I'll
a second?
I'll second.
Second from Barry. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right. Site plans approved. Chuck, do you have anything you want to share with them as far as timing on the building permit?
No, just get your application in and we'll attach the approval to that and get you on your way.
So as Chuck said, I'll type up these minutes and send them to the county and they'll attach it to that permit and get it approved. Probably within a couple days, Chuck?
Yeah, it should only take a couple days on this.
And then no, so you'll get an email back. I don't think I think you've applied for the permit, right? But haven't paid for it yet, probably?
Correct.
Okay. So once I email these minutes to them, they'll attach it to the permit and you'll get an email saying you can pay. And the payment again goes up to the county building and planning office.
You can pay that online.
You can pay it online or you can go up there in person and pay it. Either one's fine. And then once you've done that, yeah, you can print a permit off online again, or you can go up there and get a paper version if you want.
Okay, now the printed permit, does that have to be posted there?
You know, with something like this where it's just a delivery,
Yeah,
I-
not really.
I don't think it's a big deal. Just
As
go
long as
ahead
you
and,
have it.
yes,
Yeah.
have it on your possession if anyone asks anything, but that should be good.
Not a problem.
All right.
Sounds great.
Any
Thank
other
you.
questions?
I don't think so.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you
all
for
your
coming
help.
in today. It
No
was
problem.
just one of those things where it says we got to do it, so we do
Yeah,
it.
oh,
But
yeah.
appreciate it.
No, no problem at all. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good
See you
one.
later.
Nice
It's
day.
good seeing you again.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for dialing in, Barry.
Hey, no
Hey,
problem at all.
Jonathan,
Yeah,
while we've
Yes,
got everybody here,
sure.
the Lordenson building at the academy,
Mm-hmm.
do we need to do a TRC meeting on that? It's in the academy. We've already said that they meet their own criteria and have gone through this for themselves. Can I just go ahead and push that through?
Which one is it, Chuck?
The Lordenson building, the new barracks going up, next to Roberts.
So I don't know. Let me, I guess, take a look. We had Jeff come and present on several of them, but that was probably a plan commission, right?
Yes,
Right.
Did we do a TRC on those three?
I don't think we did.
No.
I
We
don't
didn't?
think so either. I think, no, I think so.
No.
I think it just went to the BZA.
Went to the plan commission, and after that,
And
just
the
went for
BZ
approval.
BZA, it went to BZA because of the height.
Yes.
Yeah, that one did on the,
You know,
Roberts building.
I think what the ordinance says is that it's actually only required by the zoning district. But let me double check, I guess.
Okay, because I'd like to push that one through and get it done.
Okay.
They're ready to start their work. Okay,
Yeah, let me look at that ordinance after we get online. I'll email everybody.
okay, Jonathan, I'm going to be in town, and go over there and look at that, your friend over there, the one that had the fire.
Okay, yeah. I stopped by or drove by it earlier. So yeah, definitely take a look. I assume that's going to be an ongoing thing. So
Yeah, it will be. So I'm
Yep.
going to be there, and then, also I'll stop by. We can discuss the, Elliott one too. The one I
Sounds
sent you the
good.
email on. All right, that's all I've got. Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
How are ready?
see you guys. Bye.
All right. Bye.